everybody, welcome back to Everything Here. I know I'm looking crazy right now. I just did my hair. But anyways, I'm about to cook dinner. I'm making chicken stir fry for my boyfriend and his brothers. This time it's two brothers, so I'm trying to make a lot of food for them. I don't know what I'm gonna eat tonight, so I might not record that, but I'm gonna show you guys this meal. So hey guys, start off, we're gonna need some chicken. So I did get chicken breast, but I already cut it up, as you can see. So it's nice and cut up. Hopefully my camera's focusing. Okay. Then you're going to want to get 2 bags of the stir fry. And this just makes it so much easier. You could also just get fresh vegetables and cut it up yourself. But I really don't feel like doing all that tonight. So I got the stir fry pad thai kit. There's different types and different sauces that it comes with. So I got 2. I'm probably not going to use both, but we'll see. Then I got some mushrooms. A lot of people don't like mushrooms, but I like it. So you don't have to add it if you don't want to. I got some red bell peppers and some green bell peppers. And the sauce that I'm using today is called La Choy Teriyaki Stir Fry sauce. I have 2 of them, so I'm going to try to use the rest of this. Then I'm going to be adding some cauliflower to it as well. So I'm going to go ahead and cut up all these vegetables and show you. So I have the chicken in the pan with some grapeseed oil. The grapeseed oil, I think I showed you guys, but I'm not sure. But the grapeseed oil that I'm using is this right here, 100% grapeseed oil. All right, I'm trying not to talk too much today because I'm out of breath. But I'm going to be seasoning with salt, black pepper. Of course, the seasoning I always use, which is this, the adobo all-purpose seasoning. It's pretty good. I'm using garlic powder. I'm using seasoned salt. I'm also going to be using some Creole, which is something I always use as well, Creole seasoning. I'm going to be using red cayenne pepper. And I'm also going to be using a little bit of ground paprika, not much. Okay, so let's go ahead and season this chicken and get it nice. Hopefully you guys can see. So I'm going to season it with salt first. Alrighty. Then I'm going with the adobo. And you can season before you put it in the pot. I just did this and I forgot I had put oil in there already, so it kind of, Anyway. So, next thing I'm going to be seasoning with is the black pepper. And I'm going to season throughout while I cook as well, so. Garlic powder. I use a lot of garlic powder. I'm going to go ahead and use the seasoned salt. And then we're going to stir it up in just a moment. Now let's use the Creole. We are making stir fry, and stir fry is usually sweet. Well, the salt teriyaki stir fry is sweet. And then a little bit of the red cayenne. I don't know if I used it already, but just in case. And I'm going to do the stirring up of the meat. And again, there is oil in this pan, so we might have to put a good amount of seasoning on this chicken. So I'm going to do the same thing, repeat the process just to make sure I got the chicken covered. I accidentally put it in here with the oil. So it's smelling pretty good. The last thing I think I'm going to use, I like to put sometimes in my chicken, is the Goya's chicken seasoning packets that you get at any store. I even saw it at Dollar General once. Oh, shoot, I spilled it. Anyway. Just mix it in. And I'm probably going to use 2 of those seasoning packets. So those are all the seasonings I'm going to use. I'm probably going to use one more of the Goya. because I usually use 2 per dish. And that one didn't, the last one didn't really sprinkle around like I wanted it to. Alright, I also use this for my curry chicken when I make curry. Alright, so the meat looks pretty good, and you don't have to add any more oil to the pan because we put a good amount. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Alright, so I have it on 8. And while it's doing that, I'm going to go ahead and cut up the vegetables. Alright guys, I think I'm going to cut up the cauliflower first because that takes me usually the longest. I might even end up using this whole entire cauliflower, maybe half. Alright, we're still going to wash the cauliflower as well. But anyway, here's the cauliflower. I'm going to cut it in half. Hopefully it doesn't give me too much trouble while I'm trying to cut this thing. And the last one is so much muscle I had to put in there. Okay. Oh. Sheesh. I don't know if I'm weak or this thing just always hard to me for some reason. Alright. I'm going to cut this, oh, I didn't even have to cut it. It came off. I'm breaking this greens off of it. Okay, now I'm gonna cut this cauliflower into some good pieces to be cooked. Okay. So for this dish, I like the cauliflower somewhat a decent size. I'm just gonna do like this. You can make it a little bit smaller than this, actually. So I'm just making like cauliflower pieces. Well, the chicken is cooking. So, just cutting up the cauliflower how I want it. It doesn't have to be real small. I like it small, but not too small. So that's the cauliflower for their dish, the chicken dish. Again, I'm vegan, so I don't eat chicken, but they're not. So this is gonna be their dish. The next thing I'm gonna be cutting up is the bell peppers, and yeah. So I have 2 of each, so that's how much I'm gonna be using. So let me go ahead and rinse off the cauliflower, and I'm gonna be back and I'm gonna put that in a bowl. So the cauliflower has been washed. I'm gonna put it to the side. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut up the bell peppers. I'm going to rinse them off as well. Oh, I'm going to start off with 1 for now. 1 of each for now, just to see how much that is. And make sure you're stirring up your chicken periodically while you're doing this. Okay, so let me go ahead and wash it and I'll be right back. Alright, so I went ahead and rinsed them off. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut them up. One way I know if you cut off the top of the bell pepper and the bottom, which this one has a weird looking bottom, so I'm not going to be able to do so. But I'm going to cut out the inside first. I know it looks crazy how I'm doing it, but this pepper is shaped weird. Look. Alright, anyway, you want to kind of smush it, or this one, because it's weird. I'm just going to cut it. And you want to make, I'm going to use a different knife. I don't like how this knife is cutting. Anyway, so you're going to make the pieces thinly sliced. Not too thin though. red pepper. One thing I saw someone do, cut the top and the bottom off. Then cut, you can go around here, which is easier. Okay. Then you want to cut it in half. And then you want to cut this piece off. Okay. Okay. Now usually I do this more neater, you know. But, like I said, I gotta make this with love though. Let me snap out of it. This is gonna be my meal for the week, you guys. Like I said, I'm gonna start trying to cook once a week. So, you know, basically what I talked about in my video, just to help out more around the house. Do what I can. Or try to do what I can. I'm gonna start a chicken up in a minute here. Let me see. Alright, thank you. Hope you guys can see me. I'm trying to sit down and do this. I don't know what happened, but my back is hurting very bad from doing my hair. And I sat down while I was doing my hair, but didn't work. Okay, so I rinsed. I'm gonna put the rest of the bell peppers that I already cooked in this bowl over here, in my bowl. So let's go ahead and do that. These are the ones that I already cut up. So I'm gonna put it in the bowl. And I know I have a little mess over there. I'll clean it up a little bit later. I need to go stir my chicken. Oh, you guys, I forgot to mention that for the mushrooms, you don't have to do anything but rinse them off and add them. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse off some mushrooms that I'll be able to add as well. Okay, I'm just stirring up the chicken periodically until it's done. Once that's done, since I don't think it's going to be enough room for the chicken and the vegetables, I'm going to transfer this chicken into a different pot and cook the vegetables separately. Then at the end, I'm going to mix it all together. Again, it's almost done. So in 3 more minutes, I'm going to move the chicken into this, a different pan right here. Just to hold it out my way while I cook the vegetables. Because again, I don't think it's all going to fit right now. But yeah, so I'm going to mix it back together at the end. You don't have to do this step if you have enough space in your pan. But I don't think I do. Okay guys, let's go ahead and move it. So, there goes nothing. Hope I don't get burned. Ooh, it just flashed up on me. Okay. There we go. I'm going to put this to the side for a little bit while I start on the vegetables. Hey guys, I'm going to add the vegetables. Alright guys, I added the vegetables to the pan. I made take some out because it looks like a lot. But yeah, this is how much was left in the bowl. So I'm going to let that cook. And yeah, so once it gets smaller or, you know, down, I'm going to add the chicken in there and then add the teriyaki sauce. And the sauce that comes with the stir fry, I'm going to mix those sauces together and add them together. So you will see that. But I add both of these packets that come with it. And the teriyaki stir fry sauce, which is this. I'm sorry, I keep checking the camera, but this is what I add along with the 2 pad thai sauces. I forgot to mention, I'm gonna season the vegetables with the same seasoning that I put on the chicken, which is salt, the all-purpose. I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm using the all-purpose seasoning. Just the same exact seasonings that I put on the chicken, I'm gonna be using on the vegetables. And we're going to stir it up so I can get on everything. So as you can see, I really didn't use that much for this, as many vegetables as we have. But yeah, so I'm just going to saute this in the oil. Again, I use grapeseed oil, but you can use whatever oil of your choice. So you just want to make sure everything's getting cooked, especially the cauliflower, because that takes a little bit longer than everything else. So I'm going to let that cook. Just to make sure that everything's evenly getting cooked, especially the cauliflower, because that takes a while. So I'm just scooping that to the bottom. Most of the cauliflower to be cooked. Alright guys, so I'm just going to cook it a little bit more, and I'll come back when it's done. Usually when I make vegetable stir fry, I just leave like this and go ahead and add the sauce, but I'm going to wait a little bit. Alright, so let me show you everything. So the rice is done, the chicken is done, and now we're just waiting on this stir fry, the vegetable stir fry. Okay, guys, I decided I'm going to add one bag of the pad thai and the vegetables, because I'm going to take some out for myself. So I don't have to make no spinach. I can just eat the same thing. So that way it'll be easier and I can relax after this as well. So I opened it up and I'm going to go ahead and pour this in. So that way I can have the stir fry too. So I add one pack. I'm going to wait to add the other pack when I add the chicken. So I'm going to take my portion out, and then, yeah. I'm just going to take out a little bit, because I'm not going to eat that much. Alright, so I took out my portion of food for myself for later. So I'm going to add the chicken. Alright, chicken has been added to the pan. Now I'm going to go ahead and stir it all up. Looks like we might have to use all the vegetables. Alright guys, so this is what it's looking like so far. I'm going to go ahead and add my teriyaki sauce. And I'm using the rest of this jar because it's a big pan. I'm going to also add my pad thai sauce that came with it. So I'm mixing it. Okay. And I'm going to mix it up. I'm also going to add more of the teriyaki sauce. That's just from down. Alright, so we're going to let that get hot until it get back hot. And cook it for a little bit longer, and we're about done. I'm gonna add a little bit more. We got teriyaki sauce, and let me just get it open. I got it. I got it. Alright guys, just gonna mix it all up. And you're probably gonna need some more sauce, obviously. Alright, so guys, I'm probably gonna end up using all this sauce because clearly I didn't know it was gonna be this much food. Man, what are you looking at? Alright guys, so the dinner is basically done. I'm gonna go ahead and fix plates and I'll show you guys how it looks. Alright you guys, this is the food. Hey guys, this is the food that I made everyone. It is stir-fried chicken. Okay, that's it. That's the end of the video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed.